University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the FIU Panthers and the New Mexico Lobos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, the ground game is crucial today. With the freshman quarterback, they know they can rely on their senior running back to attack. He is a great safety blanket. If they get in trouble with the quarterback, they can just hand it off. The ground game will be important. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So the FIU Panthers headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the FIU Panthers and the New Mexico Lobos. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With a freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Panthers kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Escapes the pressure going right. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build. And
makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Lobos! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And you just cannot draw up the start of the season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year, and quick fire. You're down the field, scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lee. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Running inside, it's Williams. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to the well. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third downs. Their first opportunity, that one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Hunt is in the air. He gets a block. And there he goes. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback, but it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The run inside. It's Williams. Not much there. Picks up a couple. 22. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Watson. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll go to the counter. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He might want another play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Just feeds the running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. Maybe a crease. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Lobos!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Ford International comes out to start this drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. To the air on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now, and they've got to find some answers.
We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Back to throw, it's Watson. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Finding some room. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Lobos getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Lobos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to the ground with the running back. He's there to make the stop.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Motion from the wide receiver. Now try to move the sticks with Brown. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field.
Blue 22, Eagle, Jack, Eagle.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Watson. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! Makes the grab inbounds!
Hey, man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost in the half.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it. At midfield, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's the one thing this offensive coordinator always stresses is having balance in the offense. First play you throw it, get a nice one. Second play you run it and get another nice one. And this defense is totally on their heels. They literally just got on the field. We're approaching the 3rd play of the drive, and already this defense finds themselves in their own red zone.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Now adjusting. Got rid of it just in time. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
Wide, Edie! Click!
Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it to the back. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, FIU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. And the Lobos come to the line in the hurry-up. Smith's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Watson. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Florida International. The defense putting points on the board.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away, getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's the Cougars looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Plows through the defense. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Looking downfield on first down. Complete to Williams over the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got his man on the right. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the big tight end. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught by Williams. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's McNeil. Quick step and go. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
On the option. He'll toss it. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Panthers! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. He'll return it. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They're going to test the right side with this one. Got room at the 35. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And they did tack on the extra point. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. RPO complete to open the drive. FIU pushing tempo. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. With the catch, it's Brown. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground. Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back.
There's a crease. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. Now he's looking into the middle. Got it in stride at the 15. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They'll give it to Brown. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Again, it's Brown. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. FIU pushing tempo. From the gun, looking for a man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll keep it on second down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Lobos to get things going on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Watson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets open down the middle. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few 1st downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the 1st down.
The Lobos will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Maybe some room here. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting 1st downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Going, and that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And ball security is job security. You give the ball to your running back. You give the ball to your playmaker. You expect him to take care of the football, especially in these situations. All we're trying to do is run clock. Get that thing. Get out of here. We got the lead by 2 possessions. Try to find a way not to do what we just did. That's a horrible turnover there.
To the air on 1st down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.